Great Migration. Mass movement of African Americans from the South to the North during and after WWI for economic opportunities and to escape the worst racism. Structural racism. Policies in government that restricted the opportunity for Black Americans, for example, voting, segregation, lack of education, employment discrimination. Poll tax. When people were charged a fee to vote, many Black families were too poor to pay this and, therefore, couldn't vote. This was in addition to having to pass a literacy test similar to possible immigrants to America. Grandfather Clause. A law which was passed in 7 southern states which said that only those whose families could vote in 1867 could vote from 1898 onwards. Ghettos. A poor part of a city, especially a slum area occupied by a minority group. Many Black areas had become ghettos due to structural racism. Harlem Renaissance. Rebirth of African American culture where jazz originated. Jim Crow laws. Laws starting in the 1860s designed to enforce segregation of Blacks from white, including churches, hospitals, theaters, schools, toilets, cemeteries, parks, and other public places. Ku Klux Klan. Founded to control African Americans through threats and violence. Other targets: Catholics, Jews, immigrants, and others thought to be un-American. Hiram Wesley Evans was the leader of the Texas chapter of the KKK during the 1920s. He was a dentist by day, an imperial wizard in the Klan by night, and he controlled chapters throughout America. Klansmen. A member of the Ku Klux Klan, many Klansmen only shopped and did business with other Klansmen. Some shops didn't even allow people in who weren't members. Klaran. The book with guidelines about how to be a Klansman. Klonversation. Words that only Klansmen used in conversation. Phrases include "Ak equals are you a Klansman?" "Sandbog equals strangers are near," "be on guard," and others. Lynching. A group of people killing someone for an alleged offense without a legal trial, especially by hanging. Rope law. What Klansmen used as a phrase for lynching. Race riots. Migration of African Americans to northern cities increased racial tensions, which led to violence in many cities. Conditions were no better in the South than in the North. Tulsa Race Massacre. In June 1921, in the city of Tulsa in Oklahoma, a wealthy community of Black Americans were brutally murdered by white citizens of the town following an argument about accusations against a Black teenager called Dick Rowland.